Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 Lexus IS350 F Sport. This model's finished off in incognito. The MSRP is just over $51,000. We do have some slight changes for the 25-year model, which we will get into. But let's start off with what this is powered by. Underneath the hood, you will find the 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6. This is paired to the 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 311 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. That power sent to the rear wheels, propelling this 3,800-pound sedan from 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. It has a top speed of 143 miles an hour. As far as fuel economy goes, you're also looking at 20 in the city and 28 out on the highway. Now for the front end and exterior styling, nothing too much is different. There's the Lexus badge, which is the forward sensor, forward-facing camera above that. Lots of gloss black for the entire grille along with the surround. There's LEDs, a thin housing for them too, and then some nice subtle lines that come down the hood, even working their way to the points of the hourglass design, and then large inlets on both corners there. Now this model also has black chrome for these wheels with a multi-spoke design. There's the F Sport badge, more gloss black for the entire lower section there, and then this now gets power folding side mirrors. There's a camera and a turn signal for this model here. Sunroof is up top, and then the dark chrome for the window trim is a new accent too. The rest of the lines are the same as the previous model and just give it a great sporty look. Now this also has gloss black for the spoiler. There's the bar that runs right through the middle of the trunk there with the LED lighting, backup camera, all the sensors, and then more gloss black for the bumper, along with dual exhaust on both sides. Now you can use the button on the key fob or the one up underneath to gain access to the cargo space, where for this sedan, you have a good bit of space. There's a spare tire underneath the floor, and then you can fold down the back seats too, just to give yourself that much more space for this sedan. Now, as we work our way to the interior, this model also has the solid red, which is a really neat combo. Door panel has this trim accent surrounding the window control. There's a speaker down below, no storage in the door panel. It would be neat to see that added at some point. And at 5'10", I can hop into the back where there's storage pockets, vents in the middle. You do have this bulge here, so your middle passenger would have a foot on both sides. And I have about a ½ inch or so of headroom. So it's really not all that bad. It is a little bit tight, but I could ride around town and be comfortable in the back. Now up front, this is where we get a lot of the changes. So there's now memory seating adjustments, power folding side mirrors, window controls, storage in the lower section, and then this also gets a power telescoping steering wheel now. You get power operating front seats, which is not new. And then let's start this up. There's solid and perforated leather for the steering wheel, brushed aluminum accents for the paddles there. There's volume tuning, Bluetooth and voice commands. On the right side, cruise control settings. There's lane keeping assist, distance pacing, and then you have some adjustments to get through the digital gauge cluster. So you can scroll through all of this information, and then when you slide the tack to the right, now you can pull up a little bit more info. Some of this is going to be the same, but you can scroll through a little bit more depending on what you'd like to see. There's also a lot of standard safety features that you can go into and configure as needed depending on what you would like to see. So you have a good bit to go through within the middle there. Now there's also dimmer switches, automatic headlights, a view button too. So you can bring up the camera system here with 2 different angles just to get another view around the entire vehicle. There's the trunk release, hood release to 1 air vent, and then working our way back to the infotainment system, it is a touchscreen system, and you do have this split view. So you can pull up some information on the left and still have info on the right, or you can use the controls down below too to further go through this. Projection is how you can pair your phone to the system. You can get into the climates, bring them up in full screen, and go through the rest of this info. So still pretty easy to use. There's a clock and air vents underneath that. You have all the adjustments for fan speed, temperature dials on both sides, recirc, where you'd like the air to go. CD player underneath that with power, volume, and all of those adjustments. This also has heated and ventilated seats along with a heated steering wheel, and then a few different driving modes. You can go into eco, sport, or normal, and then there's snow, traction control, auto hold. If we put this into reverse, there's the backup camera, top-down view, and then you have 2 different angles here. and you can even shift using the shifter or the paddle shifters. There's 2 cup holders, a little bit of storage with the auxiliaries in the middle, and then plenty of storage in the glove box. Garage door buttons are up top, touch sensitive dome lights. The sunshade is manual, and then there's the controls for the sunroof itself. And here's a look at visibility. It is pretty easy to see all around for this smaller size sedan. And we are in sport mode, 2nd gear. Here we go. And that is with the active sound control on, so just so you can at least hear a little bit of the exhaust for the 350. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for this 25-year model. Definitely a nice interior. Nothing has really changed as far as the infotainment system, the controls. We still have a CD player, which a lot of you tend to comment, why is there still a CD player in the Lexus models? Apparently people still like that. Maybe Lexus has asked all their customers and the CD player is still there, but everything is pretty much the same as a 24-year model. Just we have a few of those added luxury features that a lot of people wanted to see. Smooth driving vehicle, very nice. It would make for a perfect daily driver. I think just the balance with the power that this has and the sizing of it is a great vehicle that a lot of people like. It's a little bit tight in the back seats, but you can make it work. If you're not putting people back there often, it's something that is still accommodative for adults and people to be in the back. But it's a smooth driving vehicle, very quiet too. We have a lot of visibility between the pillar and the side mirrors too, so you can easily see on both sides. And just a nice vehicle. For the money, you are getting something that is going to be very reliable, something very easy to maintain, keep on the road, and you still have those sporty characteristics, with this being the F Sport model, to have a little bit of fun. And with its smaller size too, that means it's a lot more maneuverable in parking lots and slower speeds. So as we do a 3-point turn, hopefully I don't have to back up, but we have a pretty tight turning radius. That is impressive. So very easy to maneuver. And with one last acceleration, that is going to wrap it up for the 2025 Lexus IS350 F Sport. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick Lexus Northlake for providing this sporty sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.